everyone, my name is Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. This is Worth the Read, where I discuss books that are absolutely worth your time reading. And we talk about books that are trash, a complete waste of time. So, since I'm new to Booktube, I decided to do the Booktube Newbie Tag. So let's get right into it. Question number 1, why did you start your channel? I started my channel because I loved Booktube. I found myself, being obsessed with Booktube. So I would watch videos and I would enjoy people's videos, and then I found some people that was just like, they could give me more. And then I thought, I love reading and I love Booktube. So why not try and do my own Booktube channel? See more diversity in Booktube. People like myself who enjoy all types of books. And there weren't a lot of people talking about urban fiction, and I really enjoy urban fiction. So I decided to start my own channel and talk about what I wanted to talk about. That's basically it. Second question. What are some fun and unique things you plan on bringing to your channel? I've thought about this, and my whole thing with Booktube is we're all talking about books. So it's kind of hard to think of different things to do with books, but I like to do the book versus the movie discussions. I think I'm going to start doing that. Actually, I am going to start doing that. I'm going to start with A Wrinkle in Time. The movie comes out March 9th. So I'm already planning on seeing the movie, and I have a whole video set up for that. I really like to compare the two. I hate when people take a book that's a very popular book and they turn it into a movie because the book is so successful, and then stray completely away from the book. And it's just like, why fix it if it's not broken? You wanted to make this a movie because it's a huge book. The book has the format for you. Why change anything? So I'm going to start doing that. Book versus the movie comparison videos. Question number 3. What are you most excited about with this new channel? I'm most excited about communicating with people out in the YouTube world, talking to people that enjoy the books I read, commenting on their videos, just being part of the Booktube family of communication. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited to talk about books that people don't normally talk about, and I'm really excited to open people's minds when it comes to urban fiction and other genres that aren't as popular on Booktube. So I think that's what I'm most excited about with this channel. Question number 4, why do you love reading? I love reading because it allows you to turn your brain off. With the reading I do, I don't really read books for educational value. I read for entertainment. I like the fact that at that moment it's me and the book, and everyone else around me can't join in on my world, can't bother me, can't ask me questions about my world. I work a lot. I work with children, so I'm always being called, tugged, pulled, asked questions, and I love it, but it can be overwhelming at times. So when it's just me and a book, it's the best feeling in the world. It's like you're alone in this universe and you're exploring it by yourself, and you're taking it at your own pace and you're figuring out on your own, and it's just amazing. So that's why I love reading. It gives you alone time. It lets you enjoy being with yourself. And to me, that's my favorite part of it all. So, question number 5. What book or book series got you into reading? That's easy for me. This book I've talked about before in past videos. If you haven't seen them, check them out. And that is Zane's Addicted. I read this book my senior in high school. A group of friends and I started reading books randomly, and this was the first one that we passed around to each other, and it opened up this whole world of reading for entertainment and reading for enjoyment to me. I read before in middle school and grade school, but that was like one book randomly and I enjoyed it. But I never read a book and then read another and another and another and then sought out books that are the same. This is an urban fiction, erotic urban fiction. So if you enjoy 50 Shades of Grey, you will love Zane. It's 50 Shades of Grey, but on crack. It's so much better. So much better than 50 Shades of Grey. This book is about a young lady who grew up in your normal family. Mother, father, everyone worked. But she had some sexual issues with her boyfriend, who ends up being her husband. And he's very conservative and he doesn't like to explore, and she wasn't like that. So she ends up cheating on her husband and having these extramarital affairs and becoming addicted to sex. But it kind of ruins her life. The good thing I love about Zane is all of her characters are successful. All of them are educated. They're either business owners or high-ranking executives in these companies. And not to tell the book, but they all have flaws. But their flaws don't overcome them. It's never like it's the downfall. It is a downfall, but it's weird. It's the downfall of the person, but their world doesn't crumble. They still are these successful people, and I enjoy that. Her character development is very, very good. So this was a book that started off for me. This is a great book. I think this was published in like 2002. If you haven't read it, read it. If you didn't like 50 Shades of Grey, I didn't either, but read this. Great book. Question number 6. What question would you ask your favorite booktuber? The number one question I've always had when I watch booktubers is, how do you read so many books a month? Who has the time? Some of these booktubers read 7 or 8 or 9 books a month. My theory is a lot of those books are being listened to in Audible, which makes sense because you can get as much information and you can do other things at the same time. But how do you read so much? I work 2 jobs and I have my own nonprofit dance team for girls. So I work Monday through Saturday. Sunday is the only day that I can dedicate time to reading. I take a book everywhere I go. So I read in between the rest of the week whenever I can, get a chapter here, get a chapter there. But my bulk of my reading is done on Sundays. I want to know how booktubers read so much. Unless booktube is their only job and their only focus, I can see you having the time to sit down and read 8 or 9 books a month. But if you work like the rest of the world, I need the tips, tricks. Please let me know. How do you read so much a month? I would love to know that. So that's my one question I would ask any booktuber is, where do you find the time to read as much as you do? Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I don't mind booktube. I don't find actually shooting the videos and putting up the content as a challenge because I'm a creative. I consider myself a creative. So that part isn't hard. What's hard to me is the tech part. The lighting, the camera, the microphone, the settings on the camera, editing, what editing software to use. Is my laptop good enough for editing? I need to get another computer. That part of booktube and YouTube in general to me is the most challenging. Trying to do it on a budget, trying to find a camera that's not $2,000, lighting that's inexpensive but it's worth spending the money on. That is and probably will always be the hardest part for me, the technical side. Editing a video, I'm liking editing, but it's just that world of the tech part of YouTube. And I know there's everything I've learned on how to do it, I've learned on YouTube. So That's the most overwhelming part for me, is the behind the scenes editing, memory cards, videos, microphones, all of that. The content on my channel comes easy. I'm talking about what I love, so that should always come easy. But the tech part of it is my biggest challenge. Question 8 and 9. When did you start reading and where do you read? I started reading on a consistent basis my senior year in high school, and I said that earlier. But the first book I read that opened the whole reading for entertainment world to me was Omar Tree's Fly Girl. It came out in like 96, but it had this resurgence in 99, and I was in 8th grade. And that was the first book I read where I saw characters that looked like me. They were in an environment that was mine, particularly in my actual neighborhood in Germantown in Philadelphia. The book takes place in Germantown. The book talked about venues that I walk past every day. So I was just like, okay, there's books out here that aren't school required reading, because school required reading always sucks. I don't know where these teachers get these books. Even today, why do you pick these books that these children don't want to read? If you pick more entertaining books, you wouldn't have a hard time getting the children to read the books. Sorry, side note. But 8th grade was the first time I read a non-school required book, and I enjoyed it. And I started becoming an avid reader in senior year in high school. Where do I read? I read in my bedroom most of the time. It's just comfortable for me. And I know this is horrible, but I don't like to read in bright lights, a lot of lighting. I like to read in dim lighting. I know that's horrible for your eyes, but it's just more comfortable for me to read in dim lighting. So I usually read in my bedroom or at my desk at work whenever I'm on my lunch break. But most of the time I'm in my bedroom reading all the time. And the final question to the Booktube Newbie Tag is, what are your favorite books? What books do you like to read? I mentioned before, I love urban fiction. And I hate the fact they call it urban fiction because, you know, people tend to use the word urban for black. But urban fiction, fantasies and sci-fi I'm getting into a little bit. The only problem to me with fantasies and sci-fi are the author has to build up this world that they're explaining, or the world that the characters are in. So the first couple pages are all about this world, and it can be a bit boring. So it takes me a while to get into fantasy and sci-fi. But I love thrillers, horror. Oh my gosh, I love horror books. I hate horror movies. I love horror books. I don't know why. Mysteries, thrillers, I probably said that 3 or 4 times by now. YA, love stories, not so much. I just think YA, the whole, I like him, he likes me, we don't want to let each other know that we like each other, but our lives are so hard, and it's high school, and we have so many issues. It's just too much. It's just too much. It's not that serious. Tell the boy you like him. Get over it. Get over yourself. It's high school. Those books get on my nerves. So it's very rare that I find a YA, I guess you can say contemporary love story book that I enjoy. I do enjoy YA mysteries like the Perfectionist series by Sarah Shepard. I love those books. But Pretty Little Liars, I don't think I'm going to read this too many, and it's just too much. How long can you have a series go on? I don't know. But I did like the Perfectionist series, and that's considered YA. So I'll read pretty much anything. Any suggestions you guys have to give to me, I will read. I'm open to reading anything. But for the most part, I like books that are action-packed, make you think, are constantly moving, and plot twists and drama and, oh, I didn't see it coming. Those are the kind of books I like. And that is my video for the Booktube Newbie Tag. If you like what you see and you want to see more, comment, rate, subscribe, click the notifications button, say hello in the comments if you're in Philly, say what's up. I like this YouTube Booktube world and everything, so I'm really excited about creating more videos. Y'all like my new hair? I learned how to do it on YouTube. I'm telling you, you can learn anything and everything on YouTube. There's no need to go to college. Like, save your money. Don't go into debt. Just go on YouTube and learn. No, I'm just joking. Go to school, but YouTube is amazing. Everybody have a great day and many blessings. Peace out. Ooh, 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 ooh.